Hello everybody, David here. Today I'm going to be opening up the Godzilla card game. This is something I'm super excited about. I've been watching a lot of videos on this game and I think it is just fascinating. And as a huge Godzilla fan, I've been wanting to pick this up. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now I ordered this from Godzilla.com. So this is kind of different than the starter decks that you can pick up at like a local game store or hobby shop. Normally these starter decks, they do include the two starter decks, one for Godzilla -1 and one for the Heisei series. Now these normally contain booster packs when you buy the starter decks, but this set does not contain the booster packs because I ordered it through Godzilla.com. But they do have all foil cards apparently. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look. I've already kind of cut the box just a little bit. So let's open this up. Like I said, I've been watching a lot of gameplay videos and unboxings on this. I'm a huge Godzilla fan, have been a fan since I was a kid. I still remember, every Sunday when getting the newspaper, my dad would get the newspaper, I'd look at the TV guide, when they had TV guides in the newspapers, and search for Godzilla movies, because any Godzilla movies airing on TV would be an event at my house. We would love sitting there watching them, usually Saturday afternoon, Sunday morning, things like that. All right, so here is the play manual right here. Now, I'm not a big fan of this style of a play manual. I do prefer like the standard booklet that usually comes with a starter deck. And on there is a map. Here's the battle zone. I'll show that off here in just a moment. Let me just kind of lay it flat. And I'll basically show you the point of the game here after I open up the starter decks. And you get two of these. So there we go. Put that one off to the side. And here are the starter decks. So you've got one for the Heisei series. And one for Godzilla -1. So we are going to open up the Godzilla -1 first. We'll just put the Heisei series right up here for now. So let's open up the Godzilla -1 starter deck. So here are the Rage cards. Now, the Rage cards are all movie posters, which I find fascinating, just great. And these are all Godzilla -1. Like I said, these are all foil. If you order them through Godzilla.com, they are all foil. Look at this one. This one's unique. It's got like a gold lining around the side. See that? That is great. And then here is your monster card. It is a gold wording here. This is where you start the game with Godzilla level 1, you see in the top left corner, and then you just evolve to level 2, then level 3, and then level 4. But look at this art. They're all stills from the movies, which is great. And Godzilla -1 is a great movie. I love it. It's one of my favorite Godzilla movies. And Godzilla -0 is going to be coming out soon, later this year, I think November. I love that these are all foil. See, I don't mind there not being any booster packs because these are all foil cards. Go. Some of them are, yeah, repeat, because this one's all just built on Godzilla -1, so there wasn't a lot to go off of from that movie. It's just Godzilla rampaging Tokyo. And there's a giant ocean battle, which you'll see some cards of here. Oh, this is awesome. Godzilla getting ready to fire his little atomic blast. And here's some cards from the giant ocean battle. There's the Sensei Maru. reinforcements. I love that these are stills from the movies. There are some in the latest set of packs that are from the animated series on Netflix, City of Tokyo. And more Godzilla. Look at that face. That is a face only a mother could love. And these are the strategy cards that you can play during a game. I know these are all the same here. Godzilla emerges. Godzilla coming out of the water, just iconic shots. It's like one of my favorite things of watching a Godzilla movie is when Godzilla emerges from the water. And then here is his heat ray. All right, so there we go. That was the Godzilla -1 deck. I'm super excited to be able to play this game. I'll show what the point of the game is here after I open up the Godzilla Heisei series deck, which this is awesome. Look at this rage card. This is the Return of Godzilla, or Godzilla 1985 for the United States. One of my favorite Godzilla movies. I still remember seeing this box art at the video store as a kid, and I've rented it quite a bit as a kid and watched it a lot over the years. And the Return of Godzilla being the true version of this movie. See the gold lining around that one? Go. Oh, and look at this. This is fantastic. And they have the name of the movie here on the side where the picture is coming from. And this is from the Return of Godzilla. You can see right there. I do need to get other copies of this deck, or these decks, I should say, so I can get them in non-foil as well. Godzilla, from Godzilla versus Mothra. Oh, look at this one. Oh, this is fantastic. Godzilla. More Godzilla from Godzilla versus Mothra. This one is from Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. Look at that glare. I'd hate to just have that staring at you, wouldn't you? Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla. This is the Heisei series deck. Oh, the shininess on these cards are incredible. I love it. Godzilla versus Destroyer. This is Mothra Larva from Godzilla vs. Mothra. Mothra is just another awesome character in the Godzilla series. This is Batra Larva. Got Super X, little ship that they used to face off against Godzilla in the Return of Godzilla. And we have Mothra. This is from Godzilla vs. Mothra, of course. And then Batra. dropped one. And Mecha Godzilla. Four of those. Here is Destroya, perfect form. It's been a long time since I've watched Godzilla versus Destroya, so I'm going to have to go back and watch that. Here's the Legend of Infant Island. Infant Island is where Mothra calls home. Here is the Burning Godzilla Rampage. Four of those. And Heat Ray. There we go. Okay, so that was the Heisei series deck. All right, now I'm just going to give a very brief overview of the game. So we'll use Godzilla -1. Put this over here. We'll put the rage cards right here in the rage zone. Get our 4 starting Godzillas. See, the deck comes with 4 levels of Godzilla, and you start with level 1 and then build from level 2 to level 3 to level 4 throughout the game. Here, every player that plays the game gets one of these maps, and you've got 8 zones. You start at level 1. At the beginning of the game, you start at level 1, and then you, let's say this was your hand. You had some cards, monster cards in your hand. Each monster card has a number here at the bottom in a footprint, so you can discard the card to move that many spaces. So I discarded a 1, and then you can play actions during your turn. You can rage up. You can discard a monster card to gain a rage. And you see how Godzilla is 6,000 points, or 6,000 threat right here. So the rage card adds 5,000 threat to Godzilla. So let's say you had that rage card out. At the end of your turn, you would try to counter your opponent's monster. And if your rage is higher than your opponent's total rage, then you win the counter. And let's say Godzilla was a stage 7. He went across the board to stage 7. For example, you see the arrows. He would be knocked back to stage 4, and then you would level up your Godzilla to level 2. So the point of winning the game is to either counter your opponent 4 times, or if you are in space 8 and you move into your opponent's stage 8, you win the game. So this isn't like a traditional card game where you build a deck to try to either destroy your opponent's monster, or take life points, or try to net deck, which is having your deck run out of cards. It doesn't work that way. It's you move around the map, you either invade your opponent's map at stage 8, or you counter your opponent 4 times. Fairly simple, but still very complex. There's still deck building, there's still strategy. It's a really fun game. So, yeah, and I just love the look of this rage card again. I can't get over how great this looks. Fantastic. And then, yeah, there's other booster packs. I believe there's 4 sets now, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe 3. And I was able to open a couple of packs of the Godzilla versus Godzilla, the first booster. Show you some stuff that I pulled here. There's Godzilla, Godzilla Fest Godzilla. Just a few other Godzilla monster cards. Some of these I did order off a TCG Player as well. This one I ordered off a TCG Player. I pulled this one in a booster pack, the Oxygen Destroyer. Rodan, one of my favorite monsters. King Ghidorah, or Ghidorah, however you want to pronounce it. Rodan, Rodan. And then, of course, I had to pick up the King Kong versus Godzilla, one of my favorite Godzilla movies. Had to pick up the Rage card for that one. I've got it in foil. There's Godzilla versus Mothra. Godzilla 2000. And there's the non-foil King Kong versus Godzilla. Mothra. These are awesome. There's a Scale Attack, another strategy. Strategy card. All right. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing a gameplay video and just showing you the whole overview of the game. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. But yeah, anyway, that is the Godzilla -1 and the Heisei series starter decks. So let me know what you thought in the comments below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Have a great day, and I will see you all next time.